Okay, welcome to another Programming Exam Solution tutorial for the AQA 2018 Words with AQA Paper 1 exam. I want to have a little look at non-standard tiles today. What do I mean by that? Scrabble has got blanks. Basically it's a wild card. May have a score, in Scrabble it doesn't, but obviously in Words for AQA they could apply a score. So, you can basically use it exactly like a blank in Scrabble. That can be any letter it likes. There's another one there. I really like this one. I think this is a possibility. So, in Scrabble, in order for you to put a word down, you have to use one letter from another word on the board. Having a 2D board I think is not feasible for the exam, but saying here is the last word and either you may or that you have to use one of the letters from it. So, with myriad, whatever that is, and and updates, you can see that one of the letters, at least one of the letters, has to be from a previous word. Then there's the possibility, I don't mean to get those to pop up all in one go, then there's the possibility that you can basically have a cheat function where you're allowed to type in one letter. So you're allowed one letter that can just be maybe from the queue, maybe just random. With all of these, there's going to be a change display. Crucially, check words in tiles and then probably unchanged, but check valid words. And it's this check words word is in tiles is the crucial bit, because that probably needs to be changed to check words in tiles or previous word or wildcard. So let's have a little look at a solution. This is check word in his tiles, and I'm keen to look at the structure of this rather than how we actually get the words in and out. So I'm assuming you're familiar with this. First things first, we need to create a couple of new variables. Realistically, this last valid word will be passed in as a parameter. For now, I'm just going to hard code it just so we can see it working. With the check if it's in tiles, then the way that they get round the fact that you're not allowed to use a tile twice is actually we create a copy of the tiles and then that copy is slowly overwritten with null strings. So you can't use a tile twice. Can't really do that with using the last word because we only want to use one tile once. So all we're going to do is put a boolean there and basically have it as a flag. Say once we've used one of those letters once, we're not going to use it again. Right, we now need to add to this selection. So effectively we're going to say else if our last valid word contains the current letter being checked, and just double check we've not already used it. And all we're going to do is set the flag to true so that we won't use that word twice. So this particular solution says that we are allowed to use a previous a letter from the previous word, but it's not actually forcing us to use a letter from a previous word. If we wanted to force ourselves to have to use a previous letter, all we need to really do is say if we haven't set this flag then we need to return false here. So that's something as simple as this. So we're saying that if we haven't set this flag to true, i.e. it's still false like it was initially set there, then regardless of what in tiles is currently, it could already be false, then we're going to return false for in tiles, and that way our attempted word is not a valid choice. A simple test for this and again, I'm not going to bother putting the parameter in here. We're just going to use that hard-coded test. So let's quickly check this works. Training hand. So we can see that the word test is not quite in here. T, E, S, and there's only one T. So I know that my hard-coded last word is test. So if I type in test, that, even though that's not fully in the hand, that should now be valid. Doesn't matter what I pick for that. Brilliant. Again, T, E, S. There's only one T here, so let's try that. Seems to work. Right, now, let's try the word hand. The word hand doesn't have any of the letters of T, E, S, T in it, so we wouldn't be using the previous word, so that even though it's in the word in our current hand, it shouldn't work. Oops, especially if we can't spell it. So, not a valid attempt, you lose your turn. So, that seems to have worked. I think there'll be something to do with check word as in tiles in the test. Just the way that it's structured looks like it's nice and easy to add to. I don't know, of course, but hopefully having a little look at this has been useful. If we were to do the wildcard, it is literally just changing that little bit there and having a flag to whatever the wildcard you're using is. I will call it a day there rather than showing how to pass the parameter in and how to set this last valid word equal to the last word that was played. Hopefully you'll be able to work that out. I hope you found this video useful. As always, if you've got any comments, please add them. I know I'm a little bit late this year, I'm sorry about that, but I've been a bit busier than previous years. I will try and get another 4 or 5 videos up by the end of the week. It should give you the weekend to have a nice panic.